can you say something in your microphone so I can hear you?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mayor Pro Tem, can you say something in your microphone so I can hear you?
Good evening, Mayor. Can you hear me?
Okay, perfect. And, Councilman Lester, if you good on that end, to the mic, check.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, perfect. Thank you all so much for your patience. Still with a family emergency out of town, so I appreciate your prayers and this opportunity to accommodate you this evening. At this time, let me get my agenda pulled up. It's extremely like in 1 second. I can see it. All right, I think I'll do it today. At this time, I would like to call, everybody else, can you call to take order? At this time, I'd like to call the Chief Council regular meeting for July 14, 2025, call to order at 6:06. Madam Clerk, would you please, do a roll call, please?
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Pro Tem Messick,
Present.
Councilmember Powell,
Here.
Councilmember Don Dixon,
Present.
Councilmember Miller, Councilmember Lester,
Present.
and Councilmember Alfred Dixon.
Here.
Mayor, we have a quorum.
Thank you all so much. This time we'll have an indication about Pastor, or about the announcement about Pastor Kim, the first Baptist Church of Jonesboro. Pastor Kim here?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening. It's my honor and it's my privilege to come into this special meeting, but we want to give our God's glory by praying. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this special gathering this evening. We are grateful for the opportunity to meet and for the blessing you have given to each one of us. We ask for your guidance as we discuss the topics. Please grant us wisdom, clarity, and open heart so that we can share our ideas and work together. Help us to be unified in the purpose and to make decisions that honor you. Lead our discussion today. We ask all of this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Kim. At this time, council, we have an agenda. Let's please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, council. At this time, council, there is agenda item before us. Now, sorry, you probably have to help me, but there are some things that we need to ask you to do.
Yes, ma'am. I have 3 items. Let me switch mic. I think there's some feedback and static. Hold on. Okay. The first item we would like to add to new business is internship program.
Was that going on the new business or old business? We discussed previously?
Old business.
All right, so that'd be item D under old business.
The second item we have is council to consider approval of a street closure on Main Street, and it's between Pine Circle and Spring Street regarding the Cigar Parlor's annual block party celebration taking place on August 2nd, 2025, and that would be new business.
Item A, okay.
And the third item I have is council to consider approval of proposal number 2025A between the City of Jonesboro, Georgia, and Journey Accounting and Tax Service Consulting, LLC. And that would be new business B.
Is, that individual here today? I think I asked her to come to the council meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
And that is all that I have.
Council, are there any other additions to the, I would like to add on the new business item C, discussion of National Day of Service on 9/11/2025. Council, do you all have any additions to the agenda?
Mayor, can you repeat what F was?
Chief, you're gonna have to help me, the camera's not switching over to keep raising your hand, so either clerk, Madam Clerk, or Chief, or Mark, or anybody can tell me, because the camera's not switching over to look at the council.
Okay, that was Councilman Dixon.
Can you repeat what item F is under old business?
Under old business, we have item D, that's discussion of interns.
So item D, internship. Item E, street closure for, is that,
No, let me go over it again, I'm sorry. Item, addition to the today's agenda will be item D under old business, which is internship discussion. The next items that were added are all of under new business. Item A is street closure for the cigar parlor. Item B, discussion of contracts with financial services, and item C is discussion of National Day of Service for 9/11. So now we have 3 items, A through C, up under new business. Would you like to add something under new business?
no, man, we're fine.
Council, are there any other additions or deletions? Madam Clerk, do you have a economic development report to provide today?
It's in the packet.
All right, so council, I think we can strike that item, Mr. Simpson has provided that report. I can't answer any questions or anything for that. Well, we'll keep the economic development report, because actually move it out, I will discuss something there. All right, so council, there's a agenda before item D up under old business to discuss the internship program. Under new business, item A to discuss street closure. Item B, finance, contract for financial support services. And C, National Day of Service on September 11th, 2025. If there's no other additions, I entertain a motion to accept what you did. Thank you.
So made.
Any discussion, council? All in favor?
Aye.
We can do a verbal aye, please. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? All right, thank you so much. At this time, council, we will have the mayor's presentation. Mayor Pro Tem, if you would mind, in my absence, if the people here from Just Serve Awards, if they are here, if you would accept the award on our behalf. And I want to give them a few minutes to talk about the program. Are they here on that part?
Yes, there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Are they coming to the mic?
Stacy.
Do you want me to talk for a second?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, my name's Stacy Johnson, and this is Ben Allred, and we are from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We represent an organization called Just Serve. So Just Serve is an online platform that has been developed that connects organizations in the community with volunteers in the community who want to serve. We found that in most of our communities, people want to serve and volunteer, but they don't know where to start. So what Just Serve does is any organization, nonprofit, community group, cities, anybody who wants to go on there can put service opportunities and say, I'm running a food bank and I need volunteers. Volunteers can go on there and sign up and say, oh, this is something I want to do with my family, I'm volunteering. It's 100% free for anybody who wants to use it. Cities, organizations, businesses, it's 100% free. As part of that, we have a program called Just Serve Cities. Just Serve Cities is an award that we give to cities who have shown an exceptional emphasis on service and volunteerism in their cities. So on Just Serve on the platform, currently it's available in 17 countries worldwide, and it's being actively used in 17 countries. There are more than 1 million active volunteers on the platform, and there's 16,000 organizations who have put their service opportunities on there. For the Just Serve City Awards, we have partnered with the National League of Cities, and that's how we connected with you all. And right now there are 70 in the world, and Jonesboro will be the very, very first in Georgia. So you guys are receiving the Just Serve City Award, and will be the very first city in Georgia to receive the award for your dedication to service in the community. So.
so very much, you all. We appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
And if you. Civil service, so that's our next step. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Mayor Fred Cloten, for accepting that on our behalf. Next on our agenda is, there's no other presentations. Madam Clerk, if you would call any public comment up to the front, if you would read the statement in regard to, is any, first of all, do you have any public comment?
One second, Mayor. In the meantime, I'll read the statement. The mayor and council will now hear public comments. Citizens will be given 3 minutes maximum time limit to speak before the mayor and council. Comments must be limited to matters on the agenda or over matters which governing body has jurisdiction. Speakers must maintain decorum, demeanor, and refrain from personal attacks upon the mayor or council. Please state your name and address. Speak clearly into the microphone and speakers should be courteous, respectful, and not make any disparaging remarks or use abusive language when addressing the mayor and council. Our first person that we have on the list is Marisol Avitia.
Good afternoon, Council. So we are currently interns with Councilman Alfred Dixon here in the city of Jonesboro, and we just wanted to come here and say, thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here and to learn and to be able to properly serve the community of Jonesboro.
Thank you, Marisol. We appreciate you as always.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for serving.
Okay, thank you. The next person we have is Ben Allred. Is Ben Allred present?
Mayor Shelby's just stepping right out to see if she can find him. He was here a moment ago.
Okay. Was there someone else on the list that can come up?
That's it, Mayor.
Okay.
Okay, that is it, Mayor, for public comments. Yes.
At this time,
Okay.
the next item, we have public hearing. Madam Clerk, will you call for the current hearing for?
Yes, ma'am. Public hearing regarding alcohol business application number 25 ALC 005 to provide complimentary beer, wine, and distilled spirits at 8564 Tara Boulevard, Suite C, Jonesboro, Georgia 30236. The legal business name is EZ Nails Bar, LLC, doing business as EZ Nails Bar. Steve Thack has requested to be the licensed representative.
Is there anyone here to speak on that particular public hearing? Anybody coming forward?
No.
No one's coming for it.
I will now consider that public hearing to be closed. At this time, we will move on to approval of minutes. Madam Clerk?
Mayor, did you want to go ahead and do the consideration for the public hearing?
Oh, all right, I'm so sorry. You just have to,
We've
so
changed.
it's best practices that when there is a hearing that you vote at that time of hearing, so I would like us to go ahead and do that. So, we have an item before us, it's been, appropriately listed on our work session, and appropriately open up a public hearing, therefore there's been no comments, that public hearing is now closed. At this time, I'll entertain a motion in regards to that matter.
Mayor,
Yes,
motion to approve the alcohol business license for Easy Nails Bar.
all right, there's a motion on the table, is there a second?
Second.
Is there any further discussion, council? There's no further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Verbal, please, all in favor?
Aye.
Is anybody in favor?
Yes, they all agree, Mayor.
Any opposition? Thank you so much. Now we'll move on to approval of minutes. Yeah, Ricky, you have first side?
Yes, ma'am. Council to consider approval of the June 2nd, 2025 work session minutes.
Council, we have our June 2nd meeting. Again, huge thank you to our clerk for getting these minutes to us, so we're not approving them all months and months behind. So we appreciate that. Council, is there a motion to approve the minutes for June 2nd, 2025 work session?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Any discussion, council?
I just had one, just real minor, and I'll send that over to you, Ms. Andrella.
Okay.
It's just a spelling in there, but
Okay.
I approve with the spelling.
Can you state it for the record, please?
June 2nd, City Council work session, item letter I. 1, 2, third sentence down, Commissioner Elena Reeves.
Oh, okay, you see where it's saying council discuss JC from the program?
Yes.
And that's it.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
And if you all spell her name correct, I think it's the A-L or the 2 L's, do we need to move that to be on the record the correct way?
I'll follow up with that, Mayor.
Okay, so we will correct the spelling. If we could go back, Mayor Pro Tem, you modify your, motion to include the correction of Elena Reed's name?
Mayor, can I just enter it on the record so we can confirm these?
Okay, so we're fine, she'll go ahead and correct the motion?
Yes, Mayor. The motion, a second, council member Alfred Dixon has a motion or amendment to change I from Elena Reed to Alana Reeves, ALAINREAVES. And so if that.
No, that's not it.
ALAINA. Oh, and then REAVES. I'm sorry.
Yeah, is that the right, spell her name? Yes. Her last name? I think her last name's misspelled too.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're looking it up now. We just looked it up online. So it's ALAINA, first name. Last name is REA, V as in Victor, ES.
Correct. Thank you so much. So does Mayor Pro Tem need to go back and amend her to include, approval of minutes with, said correctly?
Yes, ma'am.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yeah. Motion to approve the minutes from work session on June 2nd, 2025 with spoken changes.
Can I get a second?
Second.
If there's no further discussion, I'm entertaining a vote, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition?
They all agree. Oh, okay.
It was opposition?
No, they all agree. I didn't know if you could hear. Okay, next item, council to consider approval of the June 9th, 2025 regular council meeting minutes.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Before, you already have a motion?
Yes, Councilmember Miller made the motion and Councilmember Alfred Dixon seconded.
Is there any discussion, council? Having no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Thank you so much. Council, at this time, we have a consent agenda with 2 items. I entertain a motion to, accept that consent agenda with no changes.
So made.
Second that motion.
Any discussion, council? Seeing that there's no discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Thank you so much, council. I will update you all on the way we already ordered everything for that part. And I will give you a date. Mark, if you'll follow, Mr. Herb, you'll follow, like, because people have been asking, but, we're just waiting for the items to come in. Thank you again.
Okay, now we're on old business. Letter A, council to consider approval of a transitional financial support service as recommended by Plant Moran to provide assistance to the finance department. Additionally, the council to authorize payment of corresponding service invoice.
And I'm going to add one thing that we, table this, we're still working on some things on our end. We have, someone from another accounting firm that's been kind of helping us. Okay, my threshold to get us to where we need, I want to speak with her today. She'll actually be in the office and able to assist. So I would ask that we wait on this, only because Plant Moran would be all virtual, and I think some things that we need to correct. Sometimes we need to come into office to help us with our day-to-day. Would that be okay, council?
Mayor? Mayor?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, I think that would be just fine. I had several questions on this Plant Moran contract as well that I had submitted to legal. So that'll give him an opportunity to go through that. So I have no problem with tabling this, especially if you're looking in a different direction.
Okay, I appreciate that. Again, it's not saying we will not use them, but I think we need to work through the contract, and I need to make sure that we're at a place that everybody feels comfortable to move forward. If there's no motion on that action, the action is dying, we just add it as, old business for the upcoming agenda, Attorney Breyer, would you like a motion to table again?
I think it's okay to go ahead and add to full business for next month, Mayor. It didn't,
Okay.
it's not being considered, so.
All right, thank you so much. Next, Madam Clerk.
Yes, okay. Next item, let's see here. Council to consider approval of an intergovernmental agreement between Clayton County and the City of Jonesboro, Georgia for the provision of election service related to the 2025 municipal general election.
I think there were some questions that Madam Clerk may be able to answer in those discussions, so I'm going to open up. I think this either go straight into a motion, get a second, and then have discussion. I think that is the appropriate way to do it with Robert's Rule of Order since it's on old business.
Yeah.
So the council to approval, we can entertain a motion to accept or deny the approval of the provision of election services related to 2025. If that does not pass, during discussion, we figure out another option. I think that would be just kind of cleaner for the record, and then we make some decisions from there. Attorney Breyer, that be advisable since it's within its old business.
Yes, Mayor.
Okay,
Is there
Mayor,
a motion at this time to consider approval of the interoffice agreement for the Clayton County and the City of Jonesboro for the provision of election related to the cost of $7,151.63?
Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve this consideration of this IGA between the City of Jonesboro and Clayton County to handle our elections in the amount of $7,151.63.
Perfect.
Second.
Second.
Perfect. Any discussion at this time?
Mayor?
Yes.
Okay, the only discussion that I think we really need to have is just to settle that this will be the full cost of the election and that we will not be doing an early voting site here. I think we were having some talk last month about that.
Yes, I think that's within the IGA that, The closest polling site for early voting would be the old courthouse, and everyone would report to their precincts on the day of. And that only additions that council, if you all would approve up to $4,000, I would ask in a subsequent vote, but we'll discuss it now, so that we have enough money to be able to send out mailers at least 2 well in advance. That still puts us up under $26,000 that we have allocated for the election, which I think is great. So this will approve the $7,000, but I would like to entertain a motion outside of it, because I just don't know how much the mailers and everything would be, but if you all approve authorization of the $4,000 for 2 mailers to all of our voters.
Mayor, so my question would be the $4,000 total, or would that be $8,000 for two mailings?
I think 4,000 gets into August, just us to get 1 mailing. Y'all can approve 8,000, I just don't wanna have to wait to the next council meeting for something above that. So that's why I said 4,000 between now and August, we should be able to get started on that first mailer and get the price. I don't think initial mailing, based on what we were talking about for the newsletter, it would cost more than that. If we can get 2, that's fine, but by August, I'll let you know, but that should at least get us through to 1. But even with $8,000 or $7,000, we'll still be under the budget line item.
What if, are we, is this discussion, can we do discussion on this for just a minute?
Yeah, any other additional question?
Okay, I'm fine with 1 mailer. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, in the IGA, I believe the county will also, I believe they mentioned that they will do a mailing as well.
I think they will. I think the difference here, I would just like to make sure that, and we can stick with 1 if you all want 1, but I think what's important is that for years, and I think you all brought this up in the last 2 elections, our constituents are used to coming to City Hall to vote.
Right.
I just want to make sure that the first year that we were not bringing them here, and I think that was the biggest thing from several of our council members before, is that, you know, they're used to this, and I would agree. And so I think changing it is an excellent option, but I just want to make sure that we send something out in the near future, in 2 or 3 weeks, and then something from us closer to when early voting starts. And I think that's a reasonable burden for the city to carry as we transition our electors into voting somewhere else. We'll definitely have signage, you know, some of that includes signage to have here, in case people come here like at 7 o'clock or something, and they're not open. We'll have a sign that says early voting, so some of that will be in that signage cost as well.
Mayor? Okay. Mayor, I would I think ask if maybe we could loosen the terminology so that it doesn't just apply to mailers. And I think I'm thinking in line of like if we were to need services from Mr. Tran, additional outside of, you know, his regular hours to add things to the website and things like that. So if we could maybe just not, just maybe loosen the language a little bit so that we can encompass everything that we may need to reach our voters, whether it's robocalls or whatever things we can use beyond mailers.
Yeah, so we have a motion on the floor, if you all want to go ahead and approve it, and entertain that as a second motion. But I understand your point, Councilwoman Miller. So there's a motion on the floor to approve the IGA, the amount of $7,163. It's been appropriately second, and we're familiar with all of that, and we will begin to put this information, use it when we on our social media. If there's no further discussion, I entertain a motion to accept I'll entertain a vote to accept the motion. All in favor?
Aye.
No opposition. Thank you.
This is gonna be great, council. I really appreciate it. At this time, Attorney Breyer, is it okay that I would entertain a motion to approve up to $4,000 in communications and marketing for the upcoming election?
Yes, Mayor, absolutely.
Someone make that motion?
I make the motion to approve up to $4,000 in communications and marketing for the upcoming election in 2025.
I second.
And for any discussion? All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
we need to do for the IGA.
Thank you so much on behalf of Miss Pat and I. And the mayor. All right. We have another item. Yes, item C, council to consider approval of a part-time communication/media position.
Council, we still have not been able to, I was hoping that we would be able to work through our budget to see where we are with all of our personnel, and we have not been able to do that. They are working on all type of reconciliation, but I suspect that we'll have an updated budget in about 2 or 3 weeks. So I would ask once again, since we know where this funding is coming from, that we would, hold off on that determination for right now.
Okay, Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion that we table the consideration of approval of a part-time communications media person until we have a better picture of our current budget.
Second.
Any discussion, Council?
Yes, Mayor, I'd just like to say I appreciate the efforts being made to make sure that our communications are superseding itself. So thank y'all.
Yeah, and just in the meantime, Mr. Tran is working with us and just, on a case-by-case payment for when we do need communications out. And Shelby's doing a great job in the absence of Andrew, so we're still fulfilling some of that, but we would like to dedicate the person as soon as we know that we have the remainder here for that moving forward. At this time, I entertain a motion, entertaining a vote to accept the motion made by Mayor Pro Tem. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you so very much, Council. At this time, Council, Madam Clerk, you would move forward with new business?
We have one more old business, letter D. Yes, letter D, council to consider. It's okay. Yes.
Is that me or is that Councilman Dixon? Oh, so I was talking that we, or was
It's not me.
Councilman Dixon, I'm sorry.
It's not me.
His item will be on the August, agenda. So that's you, Mayor.
Okay, so I just wanted to clarify, and that based on our last vote, that we agreed to pay 2 interns for, I think the stipend was $500 for summer and 3 for the fall. And so we are working, the staff is working, I spoke with Councilman Dixon, and we kind of have a agreement, if it's okay with council, I'd like to move forward with it. That Councilman Dixon would supervise one particular intern of his choice for any type of council engagement or initiatives, and then we would utilize one in City Hall to go between departments to help as necessary. Shelby made a list and shared with the mayor, so there were some things in the mayor's office as much as just a City Hall intern, and particularly with events as it relates to different things. And so the events could be across departments like National Night Out or something like that, or any other events that we have across departments. So I just wanted to kind of inform our council of that, see if you'll have any feedback or any opposition to that. And then we move to 3, and I'm hoping that we'll get some feedback from council on how we want to utilize those 3. I think having allocated one to help council with any of their initiatives as needed would be appropriate, and having one, maybe 1 or 2 between City Hall and court services based on the interest of the applicant. If there's no discussion or opposition, we'll move forward. We met with Councilman Dixon today. We're going to work on some HR procedures and some training to get them on board, so we will move forward with the 2 for the summer, 1 for City Hall, 1 under Councilman Dixon's supervision or any other council supervision, and then something similarly for the fall, which include 3. So that'll be 1 for City Hall side, 1 general, and then 1 allocated for council for whatever initiatives may be and how they can assist there. All right, take no objection. Now we'll go to new business.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, new business A. Council to consider approval of a street closure on Main Street between Pine Circle and Spring Street regarding the Cigar Parlor's annual block party celebration on August 2nd, 2025.
Chief, would you like to have you're all right, okay.
Good evening, Council, Mayor. So this is approval for the street closure for the annual cigar parlor event that they have, and they're requesting that the street of Main Street be closed down between Pine Circle and Spring Street so they can set up the car show and the vendors and things like that in the roadway as they did last year. They do have a special event permit on file with us that they have paid for. We'll just need council's approval for the road closure before we can approve the permit.
Question,
Yes, sir.
how is the acupuncture gonna have access to it?
To my knowledge, they've spoke to their neighbors and they don't have any issues with it.
For their customers to be able to get in?
Yes.
And I think
Even-
last
even-
year, they did not realize the street parking, issue elementary, and someone walked up, that's this event.
Yes, they used Lee Street parking, they used the W parking across the street.
Mayor, I had a question.
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem.
Just the hours. What hours are we gonna need to close the street down on that day?
12 to 4 is what they're requesting, so it'd probably be more like 11 to 5.
11 to 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Council, I would entertain.
What, I got a question.
Got one more question, Mayor.
Are they paying us to close the road, like we're gonna have officers there?
They pay for the permit and they would have to pay for officers.
So it
For the
won't
roadway.
cost us money? It won't cost the city money?
No, it shouldn't cost the city any money.
Okay.
I'll make,
There's no further discussion or questions for the chief, I entertain a motion for approval.
May I make a motion to approve?
Any further discussion, council? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Any opposition? Thank you all so much, I appreciate it.
Okay,
Item D.
all right. Council to consider approval of proposal number 2025-A between the City of Jonesboro, Georgia and Journey Accounting and Tax Service Consulting, LLC.
Council, I think, did we provide everybody a copy of the contract?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Karen Slade, Dixon is here, she's been working with us, I'm trying to stay on that $15 threshold, just try to get us through some things, with expertise over 10 to 15 years in finance. She's been a huge help, she also knows Ed Wall, so we were Tyler, she's here today. She can answer any questions for you in regard to just our initial observations of where we are and where we're headed. Ms. Layton Dixon, if you'll come forward, please.
Good afternoon, Mayor, Council. Pleasure to be here this evening. As the Mayor has said, Ms. Danye, I've been working with them for at least about a month now, looking through the financials, and one of the things is working on the bank reconciliations, because I understand that the city's 2023 and 2024 audit has not been completed. So in order to even start that process, the bank reconciliation has to be completed. So today I was able to complete one of those banks to get it up through 2024. Your big main bank, which is your pool cash, because all of your transactions go into one bank account, that's the one that I'm going to start on tomorrow, which is your most critical bank account that needs to be reconciled. So January and February has been completed, so I'll pick up March 2024 and take it through the end of 2024. So then that way we can start talking about an audit being completed or either getting started. From my understanding too, the city doesn't have an auditor at this time, so the mayor and I have talked about, maybe potentially bringing someone in under emergency situation just to get the city through 23 and 24, and then go out for an RFP to get you a long-term auditor to be able to get the city's financials really caught up to date. So the mayor and I have talked about, at least me, at minimum 35 hours a week, just to make sure everything gets caught up. And during my time, I'm also making sure that I document what I do, how to do it, and also showing the finance staff that's currently there, Ms. Candace, how to do it and what I'm doing. So then that way the city is not in this predicament again. You'll have somebody here who knows what needs to be done, how to do it, and you're not left, without anyone knowing how to get things done for the city.
And Mrs. One of the reasons why I engaged her was because she understood Tyler, and we have a hard time with Tyler getting back to us about that issue that we had. So if you would just speak to that and tell us what the problem was, but I can articulate that after that and
Okay.
resolve.
Okay. All right. Yes, when we talked with Tyler Technology, I pretty much have at least over 20 years experience with working with Tyler software, starting from version 8 all the way up to, I think, City's on 9, but I've worked in version 10 as well as their more robust platform, which is New World. And so one thing that had taken place by some of the previous staff was they had actually taken the bank reconciliation. You have to do it month by month. They had taken it and lumped one big, gap of months in one bank reconciliation. So when you started to try to do January of 2024, there were no transactions there because they had booked everything pretty much in December of 2024. So I had to go in and actually reverse all of those transactions, then post the transactions in each one of the months, starting with January 2024, moving it forward to get to the point of being able to reconcile that particular account. So it was either going to cost the city money for Tyler to actually do it, which most of the time they're going to put a project manager on it. Their starting price is going to be about $5,000 just to go in and do it. But because of my knowledge of Tyler, I was able to go in, reverse those transactions, get them posted in the right month, and do the reconciliation. That's how we were able to get to the one account being able to reconcile up to December. So, I was just like, nope. I was like, just give me access to Tyler. Give me the emails of what Tyler said need to be done, and I can get it done. So thank God we've been able to get that done and get the city on the right path.
Thank you. Council, do you have any individual questions for her or in regards to her contract or anything? We can look at the 2 ways we can engage her before we engage the full-time person, and so we can have some cost savings there. I believe that the person that we want to recommend would be willing to wait until we get that. We can do them both as we discussed before on top of one another. But I think we are making some leeway. Just FYI, Ms. Karen does not have access to any of our liquid funds. She doesn't have access to Truist or anything like that. So not a signature or a sign or anything, just strictly being able to help us with reconciliation. Karen, do you have any questions?
I had a question, Mayor. Ms. Dixon, thank you, Ms. Dixon.
Okay, all right.
Got you. Just had a question for you.
Okay.
Just in regards to a timeline, I appreciate the progress that's been made, and it's definitely news to my ears right now, but is there a timeline that we can expect for these to be done?
Because of the fact pool cash is definitely a challenge there. Mm-hmm. It's not one of those things where you can go in and you can get that particular bank account reconciled within a day. So at best, I would say at least a couple of months, because my focus is I want to do 2024. And as I spoke to the finance staff that's there, Ms. Candace, I said, okay, since I've completed 2024, you know what to do. I'm going to let you start working on January 2025, and then I'll review what you've completed, so that way I can focus on the big project and pretty much keep everything going, so by the time the city gets to the end of 2025, we won't be standing here having this discussion. You'll be ready to go for an audit. So I'm estimating at least 2 months, get it done, and go ahead and knock it out, because that'll be my main focus, is doing that pooled cash reconciliation.
Gotcha. And thanks for not only doing the work, but also ensuring that we aren't here, in the future, and by educating and training up our current staff. So thank you so much for that.
Okay.
Ms. Karen, I think it's important, and I didn't really have an understanding of what pool cash is. Pool cash is like you all were, but it won't be this difficult moving forward. After we get it corrected, I think we can put some policies in place so that pool cash will not be as large. So what happens is there's a number of accounts that go into pool cash, and you have to tease it out. So pool cash is like huge, and so you have to sift through all the transactions. So there's a way moving forward, I'm not sure why it wasn't done prior to me or anyone, that we then delineate all the things that go in the pool cash to where they rightfully go. Like if they go to the right place the first time, you don't have to keep it out. Ms. Karen, can you speak to that so that I understand why?
As the mayor was saying.
Why people have kind of previous people that just let it alone.
Right. As the mayor stated, one instance would be your red speed, where the red speed money is all going into this one bucket. And so my recommendation was, okay, that's specific to the use by the police department. Give it its own bank account. So then that way all red speed transactions are in that one account. They're not in there with your loss payments and different things of that nature. Same thing with some of your court transactions as well, because your court transactions are coming in there. And if you have all these credit card transactions are pretty much a nightmare. And I spoke to the mayor as well as Ms. Candace that you need to get with your processor and ask the processor to set a time of when they're actually going to batch out. So when they actually batch out, if they're going to pay the city $5,000, that $5,000 should reflect back to whatever transactions that have taken place, be it in court or any of your permit fees that have actually been paid for online. That it shouldn't be such a tedious challenge of where they're actually doing a cutoff at, let's say, 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's not going to really match, or either they're letting all these transactions still go through. It needs to be a set cutoff. So I told them it needs to be a conversation had with your credit card processors, because they can do that. They can give you where you can say there's a cutoff of what transaction is going to come in and what batch they're going to appear in. So that's been a lot of the problem too, with a lot of the convoluting of the transaction and the timing of the transaction. So we've talked about some things that can happen right now, that you don't have to wait till we get the 24 bank account reconciled, but we can start now, making sure for the next 6-7 months we have here, everything will be good to go.
And I'm just doing this for this part of explaining to me, it's quite helpful to understand through cash. Just imagine the credit card council giving us a $500 deposit. Well, it doesn't say what the $500,000 deposit is. Inside that, it might be some red street money, it might be some court money, it might be some utility taxes, and so they're all pool cash. And now you have to go into this one $5,000, and there's multiple. It could be in 5 days. We could have 20 different credit card deposits, and now we have to go into each deposit and determine of this $2,000, 50 of it goes to community garden, 75 goes to here. And so if you can imagine when it was explained to me that way, I thought, oh my God, this is a mess. And so we can clean it up on the other end by sending things like big accounts like Red Food Court to their own account, and pool cash won't be. It's literally what it said, pool cash, pool everything together. But then you gotta start sifting everything out, it's like sorting lumps almost. And so it has been a teacher's task, and now they have a better understanding. And it's been like that, as far as we try to go back. But there are some modern strategies that we can put in some place and do some things to where it doesn't happen. But I want to make sure that you all have a better understanding, as I do now, what pool cash is and why it was so hard, and probably why it was just left abandoned there and nobody wanted to reconcile it. Does anybody have any questions? This is welcome knowledge. You can maybe
Mayor, I've got one question about, Mayor, I've got a question.
Councilman Leslie?
How is this gonna play with our forensic audit?
I guess that's a different, yeah.
Mayor, I'm sorry, Attorney Dry, like she is completely separate just because these are not the years. If they still need something, they can get it from within, but she is totally separate from that. Attorney Dry, would you speak to that?
That's right, Mayor. It's very separate. This is for the standardized audit practices that, you know, have to be done for municipality on an annual basis. The forensic audit is, I think, probably fair to say, digging a little deeper on a few select
Well, I understand
parts.
that part, but I just don't wanna, is one gonna interfere with the other, and where do we stand with our forensic audit?
Yeah, there will be no interfering. To some degree, what we're talking about right now would make the job easier. Now, the forensic audit would go back and check the actual expenditure receipt, confirm that it was done, everything it went to. So if this was in order, it would help the forensic audit, but by no means is she gonna get in the way. With the forensic audit, I don't wanna take time, but too much time on this, but I sent you a list of, just this afternoon, of the expanded scope of work that Plant Moran mentioned, and there will be an extra expenditure, and then there's one small issue that's gonna take your council's determination on whether or not we want to do that extra piece.
Well, now, will this take the place of what Plant Moran wanted to do? I'm not talking about the forensic audit, but would this take the place of what Plant Moran has offered?
It could, I wouldn't say take a place, because we could, there's still more stuff that can be done, it can be layered on top. I just felt that there was a value of having someone in person, in the office, that could relate directly. The biggest thing was, I wasn't too sure Plant Moran could, they were relying on us paying Tyler to get through that big, problem we had. And, that's when I gave Ms. Karen, to kind of get through that she had. So we can entertain them at whatever point we need to, but we need to get through this pool cash as quickly as possible. So if we could entertain both of them and get through it even faster. But I think having someone present to do exactly what she said she's doing, and also making sure that Candace can help us on the other end by following her. So I'm not gonna say replace, because they wanted to come in and actually serve as our finance director. Like, it would be like a bunch of people serving as our finance director.
Mayor, may I add one thing?
Yes.
And I'm not the expert on this, but Councilman Lester, the month by month transactions, verification and ordering has to be done. This is probably a more cost-effective way to do it, but ultimately they'll complement each other.
Well, that's fine. I mean, we haven't seen a financial report and I can't remember when, but it's just long as we can get the forensic audit done and get everything back up to par to where we know where it's coming in, what's going out, and what department it's going from. I mean, that's the major goal.
Yeah, and Councilman Lester, I agree. The quickest way to get to that point would be to engage her services, and at whatever time, and as soon as possible, go ahead and approve a finance director. So we have two people getting through as quick as possible. I don't see us at advantage in engaging two contractual services. So, but if you want to be cost effective, I think we should continue to engage Karen to get us through to the point where we can get to an audit, and then at whatever time the council sees fit, we'll engage a full-time finance director. But ideally, the best case scenario would be to bring her while she's catching up. We still got to start looking at our budget for our millage rate, and she's already spoken with Ed want to get through this, I think having Ms. Karen on board and then moving forward, hiring a finance director that can take some direction from her or collaborate with her, and do things a lot faster, because once she does all this, she still has to circle back and look at all our current line items, if there needs to be any budget transfers, but she's not really doing that right now. But a finance director can begin to work on those things that you just said, while she continues and they work together collaboratively. It's just a matter of how quickly we want to get it done. And so that would be my recommendation, but, again, it's up to the mercy of the council.
Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, and Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'll be quick. And then once the data is entered, what a reputable auditor does is double checks on specific transactions that they know maybe are sometimes questionable, and then just randomly checking transactions too, to make sure that it was done right.
Right.
That's right.
That's correct. That's correct.
Thank you, Mayor.
Any additional questions for Ms. Gilman?
Mayor, I just have a question, just for you and for Mr. Dryer. Do we need to do a budget amendment since this is a contract and not an employee? I know we could use some money from the finance director's salary since it hasn't been expended, but is this something that we need to do since this is a contract and not an actual expense that's line itemed in the budget? Do we need to go ahead and do a budget amendment?
We could, but my only concern is because I guess we can do that in August. I know the money's there. I would have to keep working with her to give me the exact numbers of what's available so that we know that we're doing the correct balance. So we could pay her from our professional services line, which is send that into the net. So that's fine because we have so much in personal savings. But I would like, and it's kind of hard to do a blind budget amendment. So I hear what you're saying, Mayor Pro Tem, but I think we can do that in August. I do feel like I can get her, she can kind of, what's the best word, look at where we are, all our line items, and bring, the top 3 budget amendments that we might be trying to get that for us.
Okay.
Mayor.
Would that help?
I think Mr. Dryer had something he was going to share.
No, and Mayor Sartor, I agree that that would be the ideal way to do it in August, but as long as council approves this, then it would be okay to move ahead.
If they approve it, it's okay for us to go ahead and pay the said expenditures and then bring because we do a lot of, which not good habits, but hopefully, once we get ahead of this, we won't continue to do that. And then do the budget amendment in August. I can do rough math, like I haven't had my executive assistant, so it's cost savings there, that would be enough in just the last 3 months to cover her 3 months worth of contractual work. So I know there, that's just doing math off the top of my head. I think we need to do something more than on top of making it. So, we'll work on that. And council, so I would have 2 things. That we entertain a motion to approve her services to move forward. And also, she's willing, if we want to do a special call meeting or a training with council so that you all feel comfortable. She can explain things, be completely transparent. I can be there, not be there, but it's been extremely helpful. Just the information that I received about where we are and where we're going, how we can improve. So she's more than welcome to do that with any council members that are available. So it'll be a transparent process as we're moving forward and correcting things. So I would entertain a motion that for approval of her contract, and then in executive session, we can talk more about the personnel matter in regard to hiring a full-time director.
Mayor, at this time, I'd like to make a motion to approve Ms. Karen with Jataxis Consulting LLC to perform services for us as requested in her contract on a part-time basis with obligated days on campus for a minimum of 2 months. I believe she said she needed to push us forward.
Is there any further discussion, council? I think I heard a second. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, I was thinking about that as well, Mayor. I unfortunately not sure I gave council enough time. If council's ready,
If not, we can do a special call meeting if you all want to. I think that's important, but, council, I don't know if you had a chance to look at it, council, how do you all feel about that? It's something that we need to consider sooner than later. If you all aren't prepared to discuss it now, we can consider a special call meeting, maybe at the time that we're gonna discuss our budget. That would put it off a week or two. Council, thoughts?
I'm for
Mayor,
a special call. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think with Mr. Drew just sharing the information with the council, me personally, I would like some time to review it before making it.
And Mayor, I will, there's already a budget too. We're just talking about the extra steps. So I will make sure Plant Moran is working on the items that were in the initial scope and are already budgeted for in the meantime. I would hope that wouldn't cause a delay.
Okay, council, we'll get with you all this week, try to schedule a special call meeting. So that I speak with Karen to see what we're gonna meet with, Councilman Wall, so Shelby will send out something tomorrow to get everybody's availability for a special call meeting next week to discuss budget as well as the program call, if that's okay with you all. Item C, Madam Clerk.
Yes, discussion of National Day of Service on September the 11th, 2025.
And I just want to share this with you. 9/11 is a really important day in the country, and they're having a National Day of Service all over the country where they're asking organizations, governments, and everything to provide a day of service. I've spoken with Habitat for Humanity, and we would like that to be a Jonesboro Give Day. That's an initiative that we started 2 years ago when I became mayor, where we have a staff, council, we volunteer. So we're looking at closing City Hall if we don't have a court date. So that we can go, or at least close over a half a day or an afternoon or something, so that we can go out and serve with Habitat, or invite all council members as well. They have a project for us to work on. So I wanted to share that with you and just inform you all. See if you all have any questions or comments regarding NB 9/11/2025 this year, our National Day of Service.
Mayor, I have one question. Where would the service project be held?
If we do it with Habitat, the home is in Stockbridge. We're gonna work on the home that was in the city, but they pretty much completed that. So the project that she had, that we could bring our entire volunteer team would be in Stockbridge.
Okay. All right.
It's building a Habitat home.
Okay, I think it's wonderful. Thank you for the clarity.
Council, and we'll make sure if it's at the closed City Hall that we get everything out as soon as possible so that constituents will know the week before voting or anything like that, so we're going to appear with us being available for that. If we have court, court will remain. Council, and we'll invite you, I hope you all can participate. Any other questions on that? Thank you. Next on the agenda, Madam Clerk.
Yes, Economic Development Report, which is in the packet. Go ahead, Mayor.
So, Andrew provided a report to you all. Starting in August, Ms. Faith Akuto will be providing our economic development report, and Andrew will be providing our downtown development management report. So we'll be having 2 reports. Ms. Akuto has been sending out emails. We're trying to schedule a visit to one of the properties that the DDA is considering working with on development of one of their properties. The reason why I want the council to go is they were going to give us a scheme and a feasibility study for the subsequent property, which is the property next to it, which is the old police department. So shortly, we'll have that taken again because Public Works will be moving to their home in a couple of months. So council, you all are available. She emailed us today that they're available the 8th and the 9th. If we can get you all to go there. Pastor Taylor from Shiloh has agreed to take us all in the church with him, so we're going to do a little expenditure there, maybe we'll buy him some gas. We're going to have some other stakeholders from DEA and some other members of the community join us, but I think it's a great way to see a property, ask any questions as the DEA moves forward in Diligent Micro Institute for the development of their property. Are there any questions on that? All right, thank you.
No
No
questions,
questions.
Mayor.
At this time, we'll take our, city council members' reports. Madam Clerk, if you don't mind calling the names for me, see if you have a report.
Okay. Mayor, let's start with Mayor Pro Tem Messick.
I have no report this month, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilmember Don Dixon.
Nothing at this time.
Councilmember Powell.
No report.
Councilmember Miller.
As always, thank you to our staff. Thank you to all the residents who've come. Thank you to our interns. I did want to make just a brief remark about the store. I know we had it open. It was open for a weekend and it closed. Once we have more information about the playground, we'll be able to address everyone and let you all know when the park store will be open again.
Councilmember Lester.
Thank our employees. Is that coming? Okay. Thank our employees for their due diligence, our police department for their quick response and stuff, and hope everybody has a good week.
Councilmember Alfred Dixon.
Good to see everyone out here today in the audience, and I'm thankful for everyone for joining online and at home. Just wanted to really thank the City of Jonesboro, all of the City of Jonesboro, for allowing us to attend the Georgia Municipal Association Conference, annual conference in Savannah. This year's theme was positive leadership, and I was just so grateful to be able to experience that with my colleagues, not just here, but all over the state of Georgia. So you'll look forward to seeing and hearing more of what all was learned in August. Another update I would like to give you all is the Jonesboro Youth City Government update. We completed our first onboarding last month, 100% response rate. Super thankful to Mayor and Council for providing that opportunity for our youth to grow into a space in their own communities. Super thankful to our staff, Chief of Police, Shelby, Miss Maria, Miss Jewett, everyone, for just Mr. Andrew, for just playing, Mr. Tran, for just playing a huge part into helping our boat across. Our onboarding will continue next Monday here at the City Center, so if you can come out, please come. Thank you for the newsletter updates, Mayor and Ms. Bentley, for everything. I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to utilizing, the services that are provided for us to make sure that our community stays informed. I guess last but not least, just as on behalf of our Jonesboro Youth City Government Mayor, Daniela Vitia, she thanks everyone for coming out to the Sundown Cinema last month. Sundown Cinema took place right behind Nouveau on the City Green. It was an amazing experience, very creative. Hope to see you all this upcoming last Monday, July 28th at 6 p.m. at the City Green, right behind Nouveau. We'll be having another film for the families, so please come. Thank you.
My report, I'll start with you, Councilman Dixon. Thank you, Councilman Dixon, for the Sunday cinema. It was a nice turnout, really poignant to be actually in the woods. I had more time to lay out my blanket, but I appreciate all your effort and looking forward to the one coming up as well. In regard to the Southern Cities Economic Inclusion Grant, Mr. Kuta has taken that over. She's working with a procurement consultant council. Somebody will be reaching out to you just to get some input as we look at our policies and procedures for procurement, so we're excited about that. Some updates, upcoming dates. On July 27th will be my annual back to school event. That's on Sunday. Council, if you want to volunteer, please let Ms. Shelby know tonight so you can get your t-shirt size. It's from 12 to 2. It's always a great event. Thank you to the police department and all the staff for helping make sure that's possible. National Night Out, August 5th. Chief is planning that now, and we'll get more details, but you all can plan to be with us somewhere in the city or in the county to celebrate National Night. Is it National Night Out, Chief, or Day Out? Night.
Yes, ma'am. It's National Night Out.
Second day of Clay County going back to school, so we're going to try to do something to accommodate parents' schedule, but you put that on your schedule August 5th. Also want to thank Shelby for working with Councilwoman Miller and Councilman bill to come. I don't think it's come yet. Did it come today, Marcus?
No, ma'am.
No, once we get that bill, we'll let you know. There's a great way to go look at Shell and the forum right now. And see, we work with Georgia Power to do some energy efficient charging stations within it, so we're excited about that as well. Council nationally, the city will have their city summit in Utah in November. We may be looking for some scholarships, or anyone on council that would like to attend the National League of Cities. Remember, this is the organization that helped with the Southern Cities Economic Inclusion grant, as well as some other things. Please let me know next week. I'll be going to a summer convening with Mr. Kuta for the National League of Cities, which is always helpful as well. And this is Texas. Lastly, not to toot my own horn, but just thank my show, because I was selected for the 2025 RLI Regional Leadership Institute from the Atlanta Regional Commission. Think one of the alumni is Councilman Alfred Dixon. Is that correct, Alfred?
Yes, I am. Congratulations to you.
Yes, I'm really excited.
That's major.
Opportunities that we work with regional leaders all over. Michael McPherson, our GMA representative, also in my class, as well as from Delta, and 2 more elected officials. But I would encourage council next year for you all to apply. It's a great opportunity again to have a regional impact. So you'll see some of that on social media, and we'll start in September. That's all I have at this time. I would entertain a motion to go. Oh, and a big, huge shout out to the staff that's helping keep me down in my absence. I appreciate you all. Y'all are the absolute best. This time I entertain a motion to go into executive sessions for the purposes of personnel matters today.
So made.
Second.
Any discussion, council? All in favor?
Aye.
I don't know if we're gonna get in there, but you gonna take me on the phone and disconnect from me?
Yes, ma'am. I'll connect you to Zoom.
Let me know you all do. Follow the program.
now. Progress is being made.
Yes, and so made.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? We're now in executive session. Is there any motion that needs to be heard in regards to any business and with executive session?
Mayor, I would like to make a motion that we consider the hiring or offering a contract to Ms. Danette Kennedy as our financial director, at a salary of $125,000.
Second.
There is, there's a motion on the floor, and fourth and second, is there any discussion, council? All in favor?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposition?
No opposition, Mayor.
Thank you, council. This time, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, they don't have to be heard in executive session. If not, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? We now adjourn. Thank you, council. Thank you, Mr. Trainer. Chief Secretary.
Sit here and allow.
I have a-